is it true that some optionals like anthro, social, etc. are better than other options like geography, which are comparatively heavy, large syllabus, or low scoring? So I would not say that some optional is better than the other option. Obviously, across years, what we have seen is that some optionals fare a little better in terms of their reward. However, even my option was maths, and as you said that geography or some options may be very heavy or large syllabus. But at the end of the day, that the option that you are choosing, that should excite you and that should motivate you to study. Say you're not interested in anthropology, but you've just taken it for the sake of scoring better. But if you're not interested, you won't, after a certain point of time, you would not feel like studying it more, or you would not feel like revising it even more often, which is like the key aspect for the exam. So I don't think that at times that only a smaller syllabus is the basic key for clearing the exam. It is definitely helpful because smaller syllabus means you can revise it more. But at the end of the day, you have to understand what interests you. At the same time, you have to see whether there is enough guidance available, enough material available, and what kind of reward that a particular optional is fetching. All of these things, when you take into consideration, only then you choose your optional properly. So if I talk about my experience, so maths is an optional which in this sort of a binary marking is there. Either you get 0 or you get full. Even in full, there is some sort of scaling that happens. Well, that's all hearsay. But so that requires even much more effort, and that requires a lot of accuracy. While in humanities option, at least if you write something that is logical or that is relevant to the question that is asked, so you'll still get some marks. But I even then I chose maths because it felt interesting to me, or it felt that I can put in any amount of effort that the subject requires me to. So as I said earlier, choose your optional by taking several facts into consideration. Smaller syllabus is one part, but your interest, guidance, and any guidance available, material available, and the reward that the optional is fetching, take all of this into consideration when you choose your option. Okay, next question is, should I have a plan B if UPSC is not happening in early attempts? Yeah, so this is a very tricky question because this particular journey of clearing this exam is pretty long, and one can never be sure whether one clears it or not. Even successful candidates, including me, we thought it was very difficult for us to sink in that feeling that we have cleared, and we somehow cleared. It always felt like that. So at times, one starts to wonder whether we should have a plan B. We are not able to clear in earlier attempts. So what my experience is that I always felt that any kind of, if you want to clear something that is very difficult, you need to put in a lot of effort, a very focused effort on that with a lot of dedication. So especially in earlier attempts, I would say that focus just single-mindedly on the exam, on civil services exam, and clearing it. However, if you think that you're not able to clear, or as the question is being asked, that if you're not able to clear then in early attempts, then what should you do? I think then you can look for other options that are there. There are a lot of there are a lot of other exams that you can appear for. There are a lot of other things. It's not necessary that you have to be in the government service to make some change. There are a lot of other initiatives that are there in social sector, if you are willing to work in social sector, or anything else in policy making, or anywhere that you want, that excites you a lot. So you can start looking a little bit about what your where your passion lies, or what other career options you may have there. But if you are but I would just suggest that just have it as a plan B, and keep it rolling, but your primary focus should be the civil services examination if you're very much into it and if you really want to clear it. It's not bad to have a plan B, but it's just that your focus should not waver too much from the journey that you're in, from the examination that you're here to do. So, all right, I think we have, exceeded our time limit, and I think if there are no more questions, then yeah, so I would like to conclude. So, thank you everyone for joining in, and I wish the best of luck to each and every one of you. And always, I would always say that believe in yourself. It's a very long journey and it's tiring, it's taxing, but if you put in the hard work, if you're there, if you're in here for the right reasons, and if you believe in yourself, you manage your time well, you manage your stress, and you find the strength in yourself to just move on to overcome all kinds of obstacles, I'm very well sure that you will be able to achieve your dream and you will clear the exam. So thank you.